some news in Vegas yesterday. Jack Eichel returning to the ice with the Vegas Golden Knights, this time in a approved green sweater. I guess green means go. It's not the red of the no contact. So Jack Eichel rehabbing from his December neck surgery, getting ever so closer to rejoining the Vegas Golden Knights. Mike, what are you hearing on that front?
Well, yeah, he's close. I mean, if you're skating in full contact practice, you're not very far away. So I'm not sure if this is going to be several days on the ice or several weeks for Jack Eichel before the medical team decides that he's ready for actual game action. But regardless, it's going to happen pretty soon unless there's a setback. And, he hasn't played hockey in a year, Frank. It's been almost a year, March 7th of 2021, since Jack Eichel last took the ice in a National Hockey League game. So there's a lot of things for the Golden Knights to figure out in terms of their lineup, cap space, everything when he comes back. But this is a really encouraging sign for that team who's been looking forward to getting that premier centerman in the lineup.
Yeah, the big question is now, what do the Vegas Golden Knights do with their cap situation? Just to outline where they stand at the moment, they need to cut about $5.7 million in salary at the moment in order to activate Jack Eichel. Here's where it really gets tricky, Mike. Alec Martinez has been out a long time this season. There's varying reports on exactly what Martinez is dealing with on the back end. Is it a long COVID issue? Is it a concussion? It's been a little bit vague on that front. But what if the Vegas Golden Knights also wanted to activate Alec Martinez at a certain point? Both Eichel and Martinez, you're looking at almost $11 million in space that you'd need to clear. It's going to be difficult enough to try and find a solution for Jack Eichel, let alone trying to squeeze them both in. Who do you think at the moment, when you're just looking at their salary cap table, makes sense as the odd man out?
Well, it's really tough. I mean, they're going to have to move money out. And you look at how split that team is between big contracts and lower level contracts. You're looking at somebody like a Riley Smith or Evgeny Dodonov. And, someone like Dodonov, he has a year left to term at $5 million. And he's not really performing to that level. That's going to be a tough contract. I think Vegas would have to pay somebody to take that one. And I think Riley Smith, unfortunately, becomes your biggest option that you may have. $5.25 million against the cap. He's a UFA next year. Consistent performer. He's going to put in 20, 25 goals, 30 years old. Thing is, that's an original misfit. He's been on a line with Marchessault and Carlson now for the better part of 5 seasons. He's a huge part of that lineup. So difficult decisions coming for George McPhee and Kelly McCrimmon in Vegas.
Yeah, Dodonov is the easiest choice to pry off, probably the most difficult to move. Smith, a lot harder to swallow hard and make the decision to go down that route. But in that case, you're looking at probably a better return, especially for a rental. I wonder if at any point, do they potentially consider Jonathan Marchessault? He's remained incredibly competitive and productive as well. Another original misfit. I don't know. It's a tough call for the Vegas Golden Knights, but yeah. I think when they look at it at the end of the day, they're adding one of what they believe is the 15 or 20 best players in the league into their lineup in Jack Eichel. So I guess all good things are going to come from that.